Hi everyone. So over the past few months, I've been building something called Kairos. So before I show you the product, I wanted to explain why I built it. So I noticed something while working on projects and using AI coding agents that writing code isn't the hardest part. Remembering why the code was written is every software project contain hundred of decisions like why we chose any framework, any schema, like authentication, architecture. So we these decisions aren't stored in one place. Some are in Slack, some in Jira, some are hidden in pull requests or commit messages, or sometimes just in the engineer's head. What was the reason behind it? So a few months later, someone asks that why is implemented like this. The code is still there, but the reasoning is gone. Imagine a new engineer joins the team, and instead of building features, they spend days reading documentation, searching Slack, opening tickets, asking senior engineers, understanding the project and all. And it costs the company too, thousands of dollars and time. And even when you get assigned new task, then again you have to go through code base reasons, find reason behind the decisions made before. And if you ask agent, it knows the code but not the reason most of the time. So it just hallucinate and give you the reason which might be and might not be the actual reason behind that. And I realized agents have exactly the same problem, right? So whenever you start a new session, right, so it starts from scratch. They scan code base again, rebuild context again, spend thousands of tokens, mm, what they have already done, doing the same thing again, like scanning same file. And even then they only understand what the code does, not the why. If I ask it why we use Supabase auth instead of JWT, it can show the authentication module to me, how it is implemented, but it can't explain why team chose this. It might be there's a reason that they wanted to ship fast at that time and didn't wanted to deal with that much complexity which JWT come with. So they just use JWT, and due to time constraints, thinking that later they will shift to it for better customization and you can say ownership type. But mm, you can say that the reasoning the behind this is the actual engineering memory, right? And today it get lost or faded. That's why I built Kairos, right? So it's an engineering memory layer. It connects your GitHub repositories, Slack, Jira, pull request, commits, documentations, and other things which I'm gonna do later, not, not right now. So instead of indexing only the code part, it connect all sources together and provide the decisions behind your project. So when an engineer or even a AI coding agent through MCP, which uh, it provide, ask that why this module is designed this way. So Kairos don't just show the code, it explains the reasoning that yeah, that Jira ticket, pull request, Slack, there was this decision made, these were the reasons behind it. And you can say rather than code, it can it provides the relevant context to that yeah, it was built. And so you can say this changes how engineer work. Instead of spending hours understanding unfamiliar part of code bases, you just ask, instead of interrupting your teammates, you just ask Kairos that or for AI agent Kairos provide exact context they need instead of the whole code. So it provides the context, right? So that means better answers, longer token uses, lower token use, sorry, and much faster responses. Another thing is that was important while building Kairos was privacy. Like companies is like a code base or the internal decisions are the most valuable part of a company. they won't share with anyone. So Kairos bring your own architecture where it supports to like your own databases, your own storage, your own API keys, your own model providers. You can use any of these on your own. If you don't, you can use which Kairos provides, except the API part, and your data stays all under your control. You can choose to delete whenever you want. And one thing I needed to clarify that it's not an AI coding agent or assistant. It There are plenty of those. You can go out to search, and they are great agents. Like, but uh, this is the memory part. I wanted to build this missing piece, which is memory, because your code do the same thing, like tells you what happened, not why happened. So yeah, it provides you the relevant context or your agent, so it doesn't have to scan whole code base, and it can take better decisions, write better code when it knows the reason behind the code of every workflow or implementation. So yeah, that's it. This was kind of the main reason. It can save like thousands of dollars to a company by saving tokens. This is secondary, but by saving time, it can reduce the onboarding friction of the teammates on board, and like the research part, manual research part of the team members whenever they are like almost they spend hours every week just in finding the right context and finding that why was something done. So that save that time too. So that's it.